Welcome everybody to a brand new Splutabulous SHIRO show. Maybe I'll get it next time. Welcome. We have a packed show. Welcome. I am Trinoko.
And a packed couch.
Yes, packed couch. We have a special guest today. It's not Saturn Dave. Now we got to get Dave to get a name tag for. Oh no, I don't have the tag. That's like. Oh gosh, this is awkward. Oh,
you've got me in the wrong spot, Pat.
Here, I'll fix it. Give me a second. Okay.
He's going to start typing something in like live. I am dreading to see what he's going to actually call me on this thing.
Yeah, there we go.
It's fine.
Okay, there we go. Perfect. Oh, no. There we go. We got the Segaholic here. There's a little name tag.
Sega Holland?
Sega Holland.
Yes, I mean, I can do a little bit of a Dutch accent if you like, but it won't be quite applicable for the show.
That sounds more like, what's his name? What's the guy that's in...
Holland.
What's his name? He was in Meet the Parents. Robert De Niro, that's what it is. I forgot what his name was. It was Robert De Niro.
Sega Holland.
Well, it wouldn't be a SHIRO show without a little bit of technical difficulties, but hey, at least we started on time, right?
I hope I spelt that wrong. I hope I spelt that wrong. I hope I spelt that right. Wow, I am not smart today. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
The thing is, we've been on here for about 20 minutes. Like, you would think we would have got this kind of sorted beforehand, wouldn't you?
I didn't think of the name tag thing until the second. There we go.
Anyway, so as you can see, we have no Saturn Dave today, and if you like seeing Saturn Dave on this show, I'm sorry you'll be disappointed for the next couple of months because he is going to be unavailable to be on camera because of like summer camp things with his kids. But I think he's supposed to be on the show audio-wise whenever he gets back home each time. So that's okay because we are delighted to have James the Segaholic from the Sega Guys and a fellow SHIRO who will be here every other week, right, James?
Yeah, aye. I spoke to Dave as well. It's 10 weeks or something. He said he's going to be away off camera.
Summer.
I'll be stepping in every second week starting today.
That's what you're able to negotiate with the missus?
Yes, that's correct. Aye.
Congrats.
That's it. Had to make sure. Because it's Friday night's family time, so it was just to take kind of every week would have been a bit of a push, but doing every second week. And then I think Dan's going to try and he's going to try and step in as well and do some. So
that'll be good.
We have a lot of help.
Fill the void, That's it.
Into the void we go, buddy.
Eric asked how Dave became so Scottish with magic. Scottish magic.
Yeah.
is how we accomplished that.
Magische, if you're German. Magische. But yeah, no, we got a packed show. Well, I guess kind of packed show. There's quite a bit, right, guys?
Yeah. We got a lot. We got a lot to talk about. I guess we should.
Today.
Do you want me to welcome in everybody who's popped into chat early today?
Sure, I'd appreciate that. While I do some stuff that's not last-minute video editing.
Yeah, definitely not. So, hello to Analog Black Sheep, Wiener Bob, Dragons of Saturn, Tales of Saturn, Captain Hawden, Neil Henderson, Pudgy Bunny. Hello to all of you guys for popping in and saying hello early. John Wong is here. Paul Bort. Hello. Let's see, how do I pronounce his name? Katorius84. Cerulean. Thanks for joining us. Raiden is here as well. And Eric. And Pizza Hotline says,
oh, Pizza Hotline.
Guys?
Hey, how's it going? We gotta shout him out on the show. We got a lot of cool stuff. He actually released the record today.
Oh, just today.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. Well, congrats on the release. Oh, Shadow Mask is here too. Hello, Shadow Mask.
Shadow.
I will say
Shadow
your name.
The Mask
say your name.
Hog. Say my name. Say my name. Copyright infringement. Copyright.
It has been
Copyright.
replaced by
infringement.
Scotland, the whole of Scotland.
You ever hear that one meme? It's like the Scotland Forever meme, where it's like this guy's like Scotland Forever, and it just like plays this loud noise, the loud Scotland the Brave.
Is that from Braveheart?
No, it's like a meme thing. It's like some guy in a Scot.
It sounds like the Last Orders at Bonkers on a Friday night in Glasgow back in the 90s. That's what that sounds like. But
Yeah, I mean, it could be. Glasgow is Glasgow, so it's a place. Yeah, but no, it's here, guys. Keep distracting while I finish this up.
Sure. So how are you doing today, James? What you been up
I'm
to?
good, mate. Well, I've got a free weekend this week. My wife and daughters are away for the weekend. Got some other plans, so they're away, and I've got the kind of house to myself for a couple of days, which has been great because I've been able to type out some scripts for videos and get a few recorded. I'm going to capture some gameplay. I want to get, because it's yourself, like kind of family and work. It's a challenge to try and get stuff done. So hopefully build up a nice week and a buffer of content there that takes the pressure off that if you aren't able to do something for a couple of weeks, because also our schedules like podcast, short video alternates. So if I've got 5 videos in the pipe ready to go, that's basically 2.5 months worth of content sitting there. So it takes the pressure off a wee bit. So I just kind of doing that. So, and I just finally finished the video for the PAL 30th as well, which is
next month
uploaded I sent you that over. That will go out on July 8th. So it was a lot of fun making that. A lot of fun facts and revelations about the crazy stuff that Sega Europe got up to during the launch. So look forward to that one getting out.
Yeah, that'll be good. I've gotten a couple sneak peeks at it, so I can vouch that it's going to be a good video with a lot of fun stuff in it.
Hey, look we got the tag for James.
Oh, hey, it's perfect. Way to go.
There we go.
It took me it magicked up. I don't know how that happened. Totally not me open up Photoshop and do a really bad Photoshop job in 5 seconds, but there we go.
No, it's perfect.
It'll look better next week.
Do we have any pickups this week?
I do, Dan. Me and you, I think we have the same pickup, right? I think you were telling me.
Oh yeah, definitely. I posted a meme earlier this week about other people are picking up whatever, but
we both got something. We both got the same thing. You ready, Dan? We'll count down. All right. 1,
guys.
2. Okay. We ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh
yeah!
Oh,
awesome.
I thought you said you got to switch too.
No. I thought the meme was about.
You weren't paying attention, Pat.
Oh, I thought. Oh, well. Yeah. Let's see that pickup date, Dan. Let's see it.
No, not anymore.
Come on, no, Dan.
I'm not talking about it.
No,
I've only got this,
that.
but
no.
Jeez, you're over here with your $500 Switch 2 purchase.
I mean, it's probably the same amount after tax.
For $28.
Well, I didn't know they made a Wipeout 64.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know they made a Wipeout game on 64. I thought that was PlayStation.
This is actually the first. No, this is actually the first Wipeout I ever played. Wipeout 64. I rented it back when I was a teenager, and I thought it was really cool. I just never ended up getting a copy for myself, but I always kind of wanted it, so I finally got it complete in box, which is nice. It's like a little worn, but I mean, it's been so many years. You'll have that, and I can't really complain about the price. But yeah, it's basically Wipeout 1 and 2 combined as far as tracks and cars, and then they added one exclusive track to Wipeout 64 that has never been released in any other Wipeout game, so that's its claim to fame. And all the other tracks from Wipeout 1 and 2 are like reversed. They're mirror mode only, so it's kind of it's like a little bit of a different experience. But yeah, it's cool, good game. So.
Nice.
But I'm sure it pales in comparison to your Mario Kart Tour over
I mean, technically,
Mr.
we both got racing games, right?
We did. So, Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's just a flex, Pat. That's just a pure flex.
Listen,
man.
I'm just saying. It's like I'm just I mean, as we go
along.
It's like equivalent.
As we go along the panel, we just get cheaper and cheaper. It's like Switch 2.
I feel bad. I'm like the guy that
a demo disc. It's like...
I feel bad. I feel like the guy at the Christmas party that gets the person like the you guys ever see that's that movie Four Christmases?
No.
Oh, dang, no. There's a scene where it was so they didn't know there's a price limit, so they got the kid in like an Xbox 360, and now it's got like rocks and stuff and like a $20 gift. So I feel like that was like I didn't lift the gift limit and I lifted it up.
Thankfully, Wipeout 64 is better than a box of rocks, but
exactly.
Yeah. Pudgy Bunny asks if yours came with a staple through the screen.
No, I bought mine at Best Buy, so it didn't come with a staple through the screen. But I did get I was about to say politically incorrect term for this. I got swindled. I got bamboozled. That's what bamboozled. Okay. I got bamboozled on this. So basically, they have like a special edition where it's like the regular Switch, and then the one with the Mario Kart, and there's like a bot thing on the thing saying Mario Kart. This is just a regular Switch with a sticker slapped on it.
Oh yeah, I think they're all like that though.
No, there's versions that actually have it on the bottom that says Mario Kart included download. Really? I just got like a sticker on the thing. They threw the damn thing in there.
I didn't realize. Well, it must have been they realized that there was so much more demand for the Mario Kart bundle that they just started like opening up the non-Mario Kart bundle ones, putting the game in there, and just like slapping the sticker. That's funny.
Yeah, no, I think that's what had happened. But a lot of them that they were picking up had this, so I was like late. But I don't know if this is rare or not. So I don't know if that's technically a rare box. Nobody let me know.
I don't think it's that rare.
Yeah,
Z64, if the staple thing happened a lot. I don't know if it happened a lot, but I know it's
only
happened
at GameStop
multiple times. Yeah, like GameStop employees were stapling the receipt to the outside of the box, and the screen is so close to the top, to the edge of the box. That,
this is how thin it is. So, like, you just lift it up, and like it's like right there.
That happens to people.
It's a thin cardboard. The screen is right here.
Yeah.
Like here's where the thing is. Here's the top of the box. It's right there.
Yeah.
So it's protected by a thin thing. So if you staple it down, it's gonna hit the screen. So
only Nintendo would be that stupid, man. Honestly.
Jeez.
To be fair though, I think with the tariffs, they're trying to figure out packaging that was the simplest as possible. But usually, like the last Switch, it had the box was like twice the size, and like this one's just like a square like thing. It's like a square box. It's very, very tiny.
It looks quite similar in size to the Switch OLED.
Yeah, maybe they did. Maybe it was a revision.
It looks quite similar to that. It's not because the original Switch box was quite a chunky box, but the OLED one looks quite similar to that as well.
Yeah, but yeah, it's I guess review of the Switch though. It's really good. We tried Mario. We tried the new Mario Kart game. It's a lot of fun. I liked it a lot. There's some mechanics that I still need to get good at, but online, you get Mario Karted so much in that game, and it makes me want to punch walls.
That's Mario Kart.
Yeah, it's Mario Kart. It's we call it a term that's unsuitable to say. Man, I'm getting canceled today. Anyways, so I have the controller here. There's the controllers, and this is probably the worst controller I've used in quite a bit, at least for Mario Kart. So here's the big issue. So on the Switch 1, they had the things that had a gap here, like a little gap between the shoulders. This one does not. It goes to shoulders and then more shoulders. So you have to rest your hand on either one. So you might be playing and you're accidentally drifting the wrong direction. It's like, oh, you're accidentally leaning your finger on the bumper instead. So very, very, very garbage design. I'm not a fan of this design at all for the Joy-Cons. Like I used to because I love this controller. I told people don't get a Switch Pro controller. This is just as good, and it works fine. Like for the Switch 1. This one, no. If you want to play games and you don't want to mess up on that, get a Switch Pro controller because that gap, as much as it looks aesthetically cool, it's needed because that is so stupid that it's like that close. Yeah. So knock on the controller. And it's a cool design though, little things that pop out like that. So no more of the and it's magnetized too. No more you have to swipe it on like that and you get it the wrong direction. Just boop, and on like that.
How strong are the magnets?
Oh,
hey Dave.
Hi.
From nowhere.
I'm holding it like this, and it seems fairly strong. Like I'm holding it like that, and.
And like it slots in, right? Like the Joy-Cons like slot into it, right? So there's some rigidity.
Yeah, like I'm tugging on it right now.
In your hands, right?
Yeah, like I'm tugging on it right now. It's not coming out. You have to hit like the button right here, and it pops out. This little thing. There's a little lock mechanism right here.
Yeah.
And you hit it with this button, and it locks in. So I think.
Gotcha.
It's very rigid, so I think you can hold the Switch. Like, that was my biggest worry with the Switch, is that some idiot kid's gonna be walking around, hey mommy, I got the Switch, and just drop the whole console drops from the controller. But it looks like these are locked in.
I just don't like, the current, the Switch one, like when the Joy-Cons, when the rails kind of get loose and you're doing in handheld mode, and it kind of has that flex to it, like when you're playing a game. Sometimes
like when you bend it,
it'll disconnect because of the flex, and I was just hoping that there's no flex there, because I want it to feel like a Steam Deck, or like a rigid solid thing,
it feels really rigid and solid.
You can insert a joke there, Pat.
Penis joke. Anyways,
Yes.
so but no, it's fairly rigid. It's really hard. It's hard to pull out. Sometimes you have to really try hard to pull out, because it just locks in there very good. So I think it's very good. I like how hard it is, and how rigid it is, and they just pull that out like that, and there you go. See, you can pull out easily. You just have to press a certain button, and then once you press that button in a certain
that makes sense.
orientation, it's easy to pull out easier.
Yeah. Did you make my apologies for me? I should tell everybody.
We just did, but you can do it yourself. You can do it again.
Cool.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, no, I can't make it. I can't make it to the show on time all summer. So, like, for the next 9 weeks or so, James and I don't know if Dan is ever going to pop in, but yeah, you guys are kind of helping pick up the slack, and I'll just hop in via voice when I can. But I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, no, we got you.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, wrap up the Switch thing. It's kind of hard to find the button too, so you have to really try to find that button. Usually you want to aim a little bit higher up. It's usually higher on the controller to put that button. But once you press the button, it's easy to get it out.
Well, at least you have enough experience to be able to find what you need.
Yeah, no, it's easy to find the button if you try hard enough. But anyways, but yeah, like I said, Switch is good. The only negatives, the controller, Joy-Con TLDR controller is kind of garbage. I don't like the
Did you
controller.
camp out? Did you have to camp out for that?
Oh yeah, I went to Best Buy, and
I missed that part.
And I forgot that. But yeah, I went to Best Buy at like 9 p.m. and we went out and got the Switch 2. The line was pretty good. It was fairly long for both picking up and pre-order, so. But we were able to get that. I was able to buy it. Then we went to In-N-Out and got some burgers and went home and played some Mario Kart. And that's all we're going to be playing.
Experience.
Exactly.
True West Coast experience. Getting a console at 9 p.m., getting In-N-Out burgers, and then proceeding to play it before bedtime. Meanwhile, all the East Coasters have no In-N-Out and had to pick up their consoles at midnight and then stay up real late and probably call out of work today.
Hey, you know what I said?
Oh my God, all the people calling out of work today, the employers are just like, right.
One of the people at work did the same thing. I'm like, it's either he's going to the con or he's gonna play Switch 2. So
Dan, James, you getting a Switch 2?
No.
No.
Yeah, me neither. I'm a grumpy old man who's like, I don't want to get a Switch 2 yet.
To be fair though, there's not really reason to get it unless you really like Mario Kart. Like I know I got it, but like from the outside looking in, the only reason I got it is because my roommate wanted to get it, so I was like, all right,
sure.
But if
Wiener Bob,
because I hate Mario Kart. Well, I wouldn't say
thank you for the $4.99. Wiener Bob says, "Yo, I'm running a mini monthly challenge for Saturn Space Hulk this month to the community challenge tab. Come with some money." Yeah, we're actually going to talk about that in the community section.
Yeah, we got that covered. Space Hulk. I didn't even know about that. Dan did not inform me.
James, did you say
I did right for the show.
You didn't say Space Hulk. You said he had a challenge.
I thought I said Space Hulk. You were distracted trying to get the show going. So
right, it's on me now. I'm joking. I actually probably did. I did mishear it. Probably.
I'll take responsibility. I didn't mention Space Hulk. I'm so sorry. Do we want to get into the community section and mention?
Well, I want to know. I want to know if James is going to get a Switch 2.
Oh,
I didn't hear him.
I think he said no.
Oh, did he say no?
Because we've not long got my daughter the Switch 1 at Christmas.
Okay.
So
now she's gonna want to Switch 2 for Christmas. It's like, oh no.
So we knew Switch 2 was coming, but she wanted it obviously sooner. So
yeah,
it was one of those things where, it's all right, we'll wait 5 years and they'll put the price up £100 because so just copy what Microsoft have done.
Right.
Consoles don't get cheaper as they get older now; they get more expensive. So
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So honestly, you're not missing much because there's so much on the Switch 1, and like the marginal performances from the Switch 2 is like not really worth like the $500 investment on top of that. So honestly, you're good on the Switch 1, and they're gonna probably do both versions of it, so Switch 1 and 2 compatible games,
Right?
Or maybe just Switch 1, because like all the limited run stuff is all like it's still PS4. Like the majority of it's still PS4, and all is for the physical PS4 game or the PlayStation stuff. So it's like, how much do you really need at that point? So
they updated the parental control app, and I really like it. Like they made some good updates. It's very useful now. I will say, James, I'm right there with you. Like there's so many games on Switch. It's like the backlog is ridiculous. So you know you're good for a while. And I'm probably gonna get one when the OLED comes out. I can't, like, looking at the side angle view of the screen. It's just like a big backlight, you know. So I'm just, you know, I want to wait until the true blacks. But and then I'll just let Jesse have the Switch that we have. I'll just be like, that was my Switch, but you can destroy it all you want.
He just breaks in the first 5 minutes of owning it.
Rip.
Oh yeah, you know, like I got that Switch, the Switch for my birthday, and Jesse pretty much exclusively plays it, and he just beats the hell out of that thing. And I'm just like, darn it.
Well, better
so
that than your Saturn.
Nice stuff. Yeah, no, you can't touch my Saturn. That's why I keep my all the stuff I really love out in the garage, because I'm like, you can't come in here and
Safe.
get up in here.
Yeah.
Anyway, we can go to community announcements.
All
That's
right.
fine.
All right, get the
Roll
music
that
started.
beautiful random music.
It's pretty random, but no, it's playing now. Do, and it did finish. So there we go.
First, we're gonna mention what Rinkrat brought up with his generous donation. He is hosting an unofficial community challenge this month, since our previous official community challenge ended with the May 31st. So he is going to he's hosting Space Hulk: Vengeance of the Blood Angels, the Warhammer Saturn game.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah, and he is offering cash prizes for this. First place gets $20 and second place gets $10. So thank you, Rinkrat, for putting some money on the line and hosting a community challenge. So yeah, if you want to play that before we get into our next official one next month, then by all means, check out Space Hulk and hop into our Discord
check it
server.
out. Check it out. Check it
I
out.
love when you die in that game. It just is like, you have died. It's like, sorry for sucking.
No beating
so
around
bad.
the bush.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's really no beating around the bush.
And so our
yeah.
Do we have anything else we want to say about Space Hulk or the community challenge?
I'm excited for it. I want to see what people do. Like, honestly, I suck at that game, but I love it. Like, it has such a great ambiance. I wish I was better at it, so maybe I'll cheat off of other people's notes and see what how they play it.
Cheat.
Go ahead.
And there's a link in chat. Okay, so the second thing we wanted to mention in the community section is that we have a live stream coming out tomorrow too on this very YouTube channel, and it's going to be Saturn Dave and Peter Malik streaming Congo.
Assuming my
sweet
streaming
Congo, Donkey Congo,
excellent.
I did that
first-person shooter.
I did that one test stream with random, and I haven't changed the settings, so I'm just hoping. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping. I wanted to do this for a really long time because Congo is one of those games that everybody really trashes on, right? And I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible either. It's just kind of like one of those. It's probably like a C minus, you know. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. One thing I will say it has in spades is ambiance. Like, it's got the jungle sounds, and it's got really high production value FMVs. You know, like they got this actor. He literally needs an Oscar for Butembo. You know, and there's just a bunch of little things that kind of add up to some charm, I guess. Robert Leyland, Jumping Jack Software, they're the same ones that did Gen War, and Panda dug real deep into that game and found a bunch of stuff to like about it, you know, despite the fact that it was an early game. So technically they're like a Tiger team. And and it was weird because Congo was a terrible movie. The game is, you know, it's better
Equally
than the movie.
terrible.
But I mean, it only got a release in the US, which is funny. Like US and Canada, basically North America.
Do
Like,
they have the talking monkey in the game?
Else. I'm not good enough to know that. Like, I've never gotten past maybe the
guards
second
whipping your ass
level. Yeah,
Oh.
so it is really hard. It's a really hard game, but I'm kind of counting on Peter, his color commentary. He's made it through the whole game. Funny enough, like you got to be persistent to do that.
I just found an article by Peter, like just by searching for Congo Sega Saturn, and the top search result on Google is the Congo Conundrum from February 2020. And this thing goes on for a long time, man. This is a lot.
Peter's
that's impressive, man.
Yes, he made it through the entire game, commented on the whole thing. You know, that was kind of like the genesis of me. Like I had a long box copy of it, but I was like, man, when Peter writes an article about a game and kind of sings its praises, I'm like, it makes me take another look at it. And that was one of the games where I kind of fell in love with it. But I still see the warts and all, you know. It's just that I appreciate it a little bit more than I used to. Like,
you don't hate it as much as you do.
More than anything, it'll be fun. It'll be fun to make fun of. I'm gonna take some Dramamine, no kidding, because I'm not even kidding. I get motion sick with that game.
Oh,
the frame rate and the draw.
What time is the stream?
What time? Yeah, the stream's gonna be 11 a.m. That just seemed to work for both of us.
11 Pacific.
And I'm shooting for maybe going for like 2 hours. So if folks can drop in during that time, you know. So
it's going to be 2 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. UK time.
7 p.m. UK, that's right. Yeah. So we'll see if it works out for the schedule and I might try to do more regular, maybe at least once a month or once every 2 weeks. We'll see.
I like Dave streams. It's been a hot minute, so.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to stream. My equipment has not worked. So, what's up, James?
No, I was saying to the guys before we started is that the screenshots of it, like, it did feature on the More Games view on the bootleg sampler. So obviously, I think the bootleg sampler was the same. Yeah, it was the same content on both our disc and yours, but Congo actually came up on the More Games view. But looking at the footage of it, as I said to Dan and Pat before the show, it reminds me of Trespasser, which if anyone has followed Seamus Blackley, the father of Xbox's career, it just gives me Trespasser vibes. It's like
really,
it's just
yeah. The whole thing is like sprites. Like it's not even like not even like the perspective correct. Not the way that Saturn typically draws 3D graphics. It's like everything is just like these sprites kind of floating on the screen to create like a 3D environment. It's really weird. Super unique, but it just goes to show how much they didn't know what the hell they were doing, when it comes to like making a 3D game back then.
Isn't that a little like virtual highlight though?
Yes, a little bit like virtual highlight. Yes, like virtual highlight, it also uses a lot of like 2D sprites to create its graphics, and it kind of has that feel. There's another game that I need to take Dramamine or motion sickness medicine when I play.
To be fair though, that game's so bad that you need to take motion sickness so you don't get sick just playing it in general.
Anyway, come hang out, have fun, poke fun at the game if you like.
Be a good Saturday stream.
Yeah, Peter and I certainly will be. And I'll be interested to see what kind of like, or if you can tell me where to find all the diamonds and stuff like that. But
all right, well, that's what we've got for our community updates. Let's move on to the news section.
Oh, no, I got one more thing I want to shout out. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry, go right ahead.
Friend of the show, Pizza Hotline, has always been kind of us, been good, shouting us out. And I want to shout his new release today, Pizza Hotline Delivery Boy 2099. It's a fantastic album, Vaporwave album, Vaporwave Subprog Ambient. You can buy it now. It was released today, I think. He just announced it, so I want to shout out Pizza Hotline. Great fan of the show. I'll put a link in the chat. You guys want to pick it up? It's on vinyl. So
it's in euros. Is he out of where is he?
He's out of the UK.
Europe? Oh, okay.
Oh, it looks like it didn't post. Oh, there it is.
That's a nice looking vinyl.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So definitely
Very
recommend
Miku colored.
Yeah, picking that up if you can. Great album, great artist. Shouts out Pete's Hotline. I don't know if he's in the chat right now, but shouts out either way. Great album.
Yeah, you can tell everybody's watching or a lot of people are watching the Summer Game Fest right now because our viewership's a little down from what it normally is right now.
Yeah, we got some updates though. We got some updates from people. Analog Black Sheep's NB, our Summer Games Fest correspondent.
Yes, he is.
He's going to be talking about it. So thank you very much, Analog Black Sheep, for that.
Watching both. Yeah, thanks.
Before we get into the news, do we want to talk Sega Guys updates? What's up on...
Well, no, because their only video that they posted this week was also an article on the site. So we
we're going to talk about
to the news section. If you had looked at the outline that I PM'd on Discord,
I did not look at the outline.
I can tell.
I'll tell you that I didn't look at it without telling you that I didn't look at it.
Okay, yeah.
We have a meeting.
That's what we're going to talk about next, actually.
Yeah, well, we'll do the Sega Guys shout, and then we have another news thing that was breaking. We'll talk about that. Probably people already know about, but we'll talk about why am I getting RuneScape? That's weird. Give me your RuneScape video. Let's look up the Sega Guys video. But we'll talk about the Sega Guys videos, the latest videos, and we have the man here. Check out the newest ones. So we got 2 of them. Just got Sega Saturn. Play these 10 games, and the members only. What is best for your best year for Sega fans? So got a lot.
Members only right now.
Yeah, members only. Get the jackets.
Become a member.
Exactly. Yeah, do you want to talk about the new releases, James?
Yeah, so the new pod that's out for members just now is a crossover that we did with our friends Bedjo and Dibs over at Gaming for Ages. I'm going to give a big shout out to those guys. They are kind of long-time fans of our show, and they've started doing their own take. They're Sega focused, but they do dabble in other kind of platforms from time to time. But they're kind of similar format to us. They just have a talking head windows and just kind of it's like a book club that they do. So basically, they choose a game, they go away and they play it, and then they come back a week later and they talk about it. So it's the idea is to get not just other people but them playing their backlog and digging into their older games. So again, just two guys for the UK, a bit like Dan and myself, ton of passion, ton of knowledge in there as well, long time Sega fans, and we've kind of collaborated with them a couple of times, and I think we did another recording with them on Wednesday there to talk about the UK Saturn launch, because it just so happens that July the 7th is a Monday, and so that pod will go out that day with them talking about the UK Saturn launch, and then on July 8th the video that you've seen, Dan, that will go out actually on the launch date for the UK itself. So
nice.
The kind of the video that's coming out on the actual launch day, I think it's probably going to be, in my opinion, the most comprehensive overview of the UK launch. I don't think anybody's covered it in quite that depth. Mm-hmm. So the Sega Guys and Gaming for Ages crossover just kind of complements that as well, and gets a lot of kind of great stories about 4 guys who were around at the launch and just how we experienced not just the Saturn but Sega at that time. So that's out on Monday. It's out to members just now a week early. The video that's visible now, just a kind of wee fun idea. You know yourself, guys, like people love lists on YouTube. Like, see lists, anything that's a top 10 or a top 5. People want to see what you've chosen and then argue with you about why what you chose is wrong. So it's basically
I do that all the time.
Aye, they're very, very popular kind of topics. So basically what I did was, you know, guys yourself, it's Saturn's always gaining new fans, new attention. It's, as I said in the video and the article, which is based on the script for the video, there's no console by Sega that's had the redemption arc quite like the Saturn. So this is basically aimed at giving newcomers, in my opinion, the 10 games that you should play first. If you've just picked up a Saturn, or if you've been away for ages and you're coming back and trying to rediscover the system. So, you know, I know, there you go. Unintentionally funny, but so that's the idea behind it. It was a video that didn't take a long time to make. Was just trying to kind of get stuff out there that was kind of quick fire as well, because I've got this really bad habit, and Dan's got it as well, where we joke that the videos that we create have grown horns, because like we start off and we go, I'm making a wee video and the topic is this, and then before you know it, it's went from 10 minutes to half an hour, and you've got movie clips and sound bites and transitions, and you find out information that you need to add in. So it was basically just a kind of quick hit video. So hopefully,
it's a good idea. Bo Bales was just on the Sega Lounge podcast, and he was talking about how like when he won that Sega Saturn, like a good friend of his who was like a huge Saturn fan, like wrote him a letter with all the recommendations, like these are the games you have to get, these are the ones you should get right away, and these are the ones you should ask for Christmas and stuff like that. So I was like, that's a really cool idea. Yeah. So your video is kind of like a video version of that.
Yeah, it's like people recommend, it's like, here, check this video out. This is what I recommend. And there's a lot of good choices. Like I like Panzer Dragoon. Virtua Cop, of course, is classic. I'm surprised that you picked Street Fighter Alpha 2 instead of 3. But I can see it's more accessible though, which I can.
I'm not
can see.
at all. The balance is really good.
It's the best game of the trilogy
too, because it was released in all regions. It's very accessible. You know, it's just No, go ahead. No, I'm with James. I'm with James on that. Like, I always go back and forth between, do I like 03 better or do I like Alpha 2? Because Alpha 2 is the one I remember playing growing up, obviously, because I wasn't like necessarily importing games yet. And then Alpha 3, I think, is 03 is subjectively better in every way. You know, just bells and whistles and everything. But like, I still go back to Alpha 2 more for some reason, because I just feel like it's really well balanced and it's just such a great game.
And you grew up with it.
People, and I want to let people know, like, I strongly feel like you shouldn't sleep on the old games just assuming that the new ones are better and there's no need to go back to the old game. You know, just like play the original Panzer Dragoon, because there's a lot to love there, even though Panzer Dragoon Vi is like every bit better, you know. But there are reasons to go back to the original. Clockwork Knight 1, you know, play it, you know, because even though Clockwork Knight 2 is arguably better, like they had more time in the oven.
Well, I can see more reason to play Clockwork Knight 1 versus Alpha 2. Like there's it's more of like a prequel, a single player game where it's like.
But like I even bought a long box of Alpha 1, you know, because like they're I don't know, maybe more for nostalgia, but like it's a good game too, and it's
they're all
right,
good.
You know,
it's different than like the Street Fighter 3 situation, because Street Fighter 3 in that case, the games like Second Impact of the first one are just kind of like Well, Third Strike is the best one, versus I think Alpha 3 has more like what's it called, spaces in between where you could play either one and you're not gonna have a bad time. It's sort of like playing King of Fighters 97 versus 98. Yeah, 98's the definitive best one, but there's still fun to be had in 97 if that's all you have, you know.
Yes, and I think that people get into that. I think if people don't have a lot of time and they just need to kind of like go direct to, you know, they'll pass up on sports games, and a lot of times they'll miss out on fun there, you know, and then they'll pass up on like prequels, you know, if there's a sequel that exists, because they just assume that it's better. And I figure like, okay, if you do that with like Sonic Adventure 2, well, I personally think Sonic Adventure 1 is better than Sonic Adventure 2.
I agree.
Like,
I think Sonic Adventure 1's objectively, in my opinion, I think it's a better game just because but no, I'm with you on that.
But
so,
again,
James, why did you choose Alpha 2 instead of 03?
One was accessibility of it. But again, I kind of contradict myself when I say that, because Bulk Slash is on there as one of my choices. And it was like surprising to me that like you picked one game that was not released in the West, and that was Bulk Slash. And I mean, I love Bulk Slash, so I don't mind that at all. But it's still that was a surprising choice. Exactly, and I mentioned that in there. But I just, there's something about Alpha 2. I don't know if it is nostalgia because I played 1 and 2 whenever they came out in the UK, but there's just something about Alpha 2. It's the way it controls, the way it feels, the balance. I love the little Easter eggs, like Metro City being in there for Final Fight, you know, just on Guy stage. There's just loads of wee things in there that just make it more of a package. I mean, I know that Alpha 3 or 03's got like the dynamic battles and like 2v1 and all that kind of stuff, and it's a brilliant game, but Alpha 2's just got something about it. I mean, I was just laughing at you saying about the Saru. Someone asked about it. Dragons of Saturn saying that put it back in the oven, not ready. I wholeheartedly disagree. I've done videos on Model 2 performance. I've done videos on comparisons with Fenrir. The only Model 2 port that I came up against with any issues on Saru was Virtual On. That one, you can notice that there's frame drops and there's audio issues on it, but by and large, it's if you don't want to rip open your Saturn and put a Fenrir in, if you don't have the budget for a satiator, then you are not going to be let down by compatibility on the majority of the retail library if you just want to dip in and try out Saturn games.
Now, I have to mention, because we typically say, you know, homebrew games especially have like kind of a
there's an issue with them,
record on the SRU, because the SRU is really, it's doing a lot of like per game patches, and it's really, the developers really just focusing on the retail library. But I saw in a Discord server just the other day that someone suggested to get homebrew games working to delete the Q file and to convert all of the WAV files to bin files, and that will make homebrew games work. And I wonder if that is true or not, because that was the first time I read that.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Was a server or what?
The Saru is very much. I've got a Saru in my Japanese Saturn because that's the one that's got the disk drive, and the Japanese Saturn is very much my second unit. My main Saturn is still my 60 Hz switched PAL launch unit, and that's got Fenrir in it, and that's my main unit as well. But like the Fenrir is the Saru, the load times are what makes it most appealing. As I say to the person who asked in the chat about Saru, was it Startup Sounds? If you check out the playlist that's on our channel, over in the Sega Guys, I've done, say, me and Dan have done a podcast discussion about it. I've done Model 2 ports, kind of how they perform on it. I've done comparisons with Fenrir, you know, right down to timings. One of the
SNK games as well.
Dan did one on the SNK games as well. Yep. So we've done quite a bit on it, and it's getting better. I know people it's still in 0.7 firmware. There's not been an update for a while. I thought 0.8 might come along a lot sooner than it has. Whether TP Unix is working on it, I don't know. But when that does drop, I'll certainly look at it and put another video out. I think the setup guide that we've done, I think the combination of the Saru videos, I don't think there's many Saru videos out with the kind of the big hitters, guys like your MVGs and Macho Nacho. If they've done anything, those kind of guys are always going to get massive. But I think in terms of similar size of audience that we've got, the Saru videos have certainly done very well. So people are finding them, and all going well. They help. But I say they're cheap. Make sure if Startup Sound wants to reach out to me on the SHIRO Discord or the Sega Guys Discord, I'll send them a link to the one that we bought. It's got beveled edges on the cartridge connector. It's a seller who we found very, very helpful. Always answers DMs, always happy to help. I'll certainly help him out and make sure he...
You have to go with GT Productions. It also does a really good version with the beveled edge as well that we've covered in the past. Yeah. Which is probably our recommendation.
Yeah, Martin, he creates like one of the better firmwares for Saru out there. And so because he's doing his own one now, I think it's also a really good option, which is, I guess, that J&T Productions.
Yeah, Eric in the chat saying Fenrir dirt cheap right now. So is that the official one? Has said put a sale on? Because I know that's been cloned.
Yes. The official Fenrir did get put on sale for, I believe it was 50 quid or 50 euros. Really? One of the two. Yes, I think it was 50 euros.
It's sold out now, I think.
Sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
he's working. He's working on a new model apparently. So
yes, I think he did that because he wanted to clear out stock ahead of the new model, which I'm sure is not going to cost 50 euro.
Well, all I know is that we'll have to put some funds aside and pick up some of those for SHIRO.
I will say I agree with James on definitely the Saru strong. Its strength is in the commercial library. And the loading, like he said, like the fact that it is a 4 meg cart also, and you're playing like alpha, like say you're playing 0-3, you know, the loading time in game too, like between fights and stuff like that, is very fast. Not just how quickly it loads up the game when you first boot it, but also between loading screens, like going into a fight and stuff like that. I noticed that on a lot of games it is a bit snappier than any of the other ODE options. So that's cool.
Yeah, but no, we should forward up because we had a bit of news to show off. But But yeah,
Right.
there's a lot of good options, and I think all these games you should check out because they're incredible. And I think James did a great job on selection. I don't think there's a single game I would probably I would disagree with to play because all these are fantastic titles. Like there's debate to be had about Alpha 2, but like I said, I'm more on James's side where it's more accessible and not $300. So I mean, just my
I just
2
recommend,
cents.
because he put Dragon Force in there, and I strongly recommend that folks stick with it. Get a guide, or Chaz's guide was great. It's one of those games.
Yes, it helped me a lot. That, by the way, yep.
Yeah, for me personally, it was just one of those games that I didn't stick with at first, and I never understood why people liked it so much. I know I'm a broken record at this point saying that, but it really is that good. As everybody says, you just kind of got to stick with it and figure out all of the strategy, and then it just opens it up for you.
Yeah,
nice. Yeah. It's Mel and Dan were on at me because we spoke to Mel. It was before Christmas, actually. The last kind of one of the times we spoke to him, and he basically, was it best Sega Saturn exclusives or something? I know it's came out on PS2 in Japan on Sega Ages 2500, but it's not come out anywhere else. And I was like, at that point, shamefully, I hadn't even really given it much a go. And like Mel and Dan were like, "No, you need to like give it time." Mel said, in Mel's words, it's the best game on the Saturn, like hands down.
Yeah.
It's his vote for best game, and it's so good.
It's definitely in the conversation.
You can lose hours on it. It's really charming as well.
Oh yeah,
brilliant, love it.
All right, yep. So we will continue on. Thank you again, James. This is awesome. We have a article on the website we can check out too, and if you want to check it out and read through it as well, we have that. So thank you very much. Yep. So our next article is the curtains dropping on May's Young Rhythm Community Challenge. So did you want to? This is by Double Dime. So this month we saw. Did you want to cover it, Dan, or did you want me to cover it? I'm good.
It doesn't matter to me. I can talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
So yeah, Double Dime did write up a nice little summary here on how the Young Rhythm Community Challenge went. And
Sweet.
He said that we saw 11 participants and 132 score submissions in the challenge. It was a tale of two corkings or shorkings, with both Nezu and Lord Zillion scoring perfect scores on all the stages, each getting the maximum 3,500 points. Qbert came in third place with a score of 3,410. Lord Zillion claimed the Stage 1 prize, Qbert Stage 4, Crash Stage 6, and Nezu on Stages 2, 3, 5, and 7. So congrats to all of them. Sega Steve was untouchable all month in the speedrun category with a no-fail run of 23 minutes and 17 seconds, scoring 3,267 points in the process. Squilliam remained all alone in the emulation category, but beefed up his score to 3287 in the final week to take down his buddy Rinkrat's score by 305 points. So congrats.
Nice.
Yeah, we honestly, it's really cool seeing all of our competitors, anyone who competes in this. We have been a little disappointed by the participation in the emulation category, which isn't just software emulators, but also the MiSTer. And I don't think anyone has competed with their MiSTer. So
I probably should. I wish I did, but I did not have time.
Yeah,
like I usually don't.
I don't know if we're going to be bringing that category back for future challenges, except for like the book, the ones where we're just like playing through something together, kind of like a book club sort of a thing, like we did with was it Riglord Saga last year?
Mystaria. Yeah, Riglord Saga.
Yeah, Mystaria. So, but I mean, we'll see if enough people complain and say they want to hop in now, then maybe we'll bring it back. But either way, this was a fun game to check out, even though it was a little janky. I think people still enjoyed having an excuse to try out Young Rhythm, which is certainly one of the more obscure games in the Saturn library. And Derek A-Team said he was happy that it just gave people, more of an opportunity and a reason to try out his English patch that he worked on. So
Very
I like
good.
his quote right above Dan's head. Derek, his quote is, "If you're really good at this game, I worry about you."
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people must be worrying about because we had a lot of people good at this game.
Yeah, it's it's no Parappa, but it's
no
it's
Guitar
what
Hero.
we got on Saturday. It's no
Rapper the rapper, man.
Right?
Oh.
Yeah, we got some great quotes here,
It's
though.
all in the mind.
yeah,
Yep.
Dave designed the patch prizes that are being awarded to everybody. So that was
There's a
cool.
picture of them in the article, or do we not?
And there's a shirt.
I have a
There's a
picture.
shirt. Folks can still buy a shirt
Yeah,
on the
on our
Threadless
website.
store if they want.
Yes. That isn't just a prize. You can buy a Jung Rhythm t-shirt. I think it was designed by Gregory Rasputin, so it's pretty cool.
It's on our
It
Threadless
looks
store.
like a banner in the story.
And I'd like to start doing that moving forward with stuff. I know that I think we're going to be making some change on how the prizes are going to be done. But we'll see. It's still in talks, so we'll see. We have about a month, so we'll let people know how that changes moving forward.
For the July one, yeah, we might do something other than patches next time. So
Bob
look
says I
forward to that.
still need to get him his victory burrito. Okay. From where? Like Taco Bell?
Just deliver
Or
it to
like
him.
a mom.
Get a burrito
Just deliver him
supreme.
a victory burrito.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Well, we got some updates from Analog Black Sheep. We got a new Wu-Tang game, Rise of the Deceiver. We got Last Flag trailer. What else do we got here? We got Year 3. Oh no, that was just characters. New Street Fighter 3 characters. Sagat, Viper, Ingrid, and Alex. Resident Evil 9 celebrates its 30th anniversary, and Resident Evil 9 was hinted at. New Guild Wars 2 stuff. My girlfriend will enjoy that. And then Cyberpunk Switch 2 advertisement and Unto the Unwell. And a Ryuga Gotoku game. I don't know what that is. That series
It's
is. But...
Yakuza. Ryuga Gotoku.
Oh, Yakuza game?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Just call
Like
it
a
Yakuza game, or the was it was it something the dragon, Unleash the Dragon,
Is it
Enter the
is it a
Dragon?
Yakuza game? Stranger Than Heaven, is that the title?
I think it might be a new game, but yeah. But yeah, what was it?
Kudos to Analog Black Sheep, man. He's like Sky Sports here with the ticker along the bottom. The scores
Yeah,
coming
no,
on.
that's what we got him for.
It's like-
That's what we got him for. He's a little ticker for us to, because we can't watch it right now. It's going on. I think he did that last year too. Like when the last year's Game Fest. I think he did it because it's like at the same time, or was it the Euro one? I think. But yeah, he's very useful. Thank you, Analog Black Sheep, for keeping us informed on that.
He's the SHIRO version of Jeff Stelling, and only he'll get that reference, which makes it even better.
Exactly. Alrighty, so then we got Under the Microscope Gunbird, so probably one of my favorite shmups on the Saturn. One of them.
Nice, take it
several.
away.
So we're gonna talk about Gunbird. So
Bo found some stuff.
Yeah, he found some stuff, right, for Gunbird, aka Mobile Light Force on the Mobile Light Force on the PS1. So what? Anyways, he found a couple things. The test menu, a no death mode, which makes you invisible, skip mode, which makes you allowed to complete stages on demand, and then a pause button that enables frame advance controls, which is kind of cool. So it isn't really it's like this picture isn't related to the cheat codes, but he likes how the character selection screen looks. I do agree. I think the character selection's cool. It's like a serious portrait and a little chibi one of it. So I do really enjoy it. I love the that sort of style of game. So first one was a test mode that he found, which you need to hold start as the game's booting up, and then release it once the Alice video starts playing, and then enter the sequence during the video: B left, up, down, B A down. And the test menu should pop up. I don't know if maybe this is similar to the menu that you probably would do on the arcade board, but you can have a lot of really cool options here. You got like a sprite check, background check, sound demo check, test play, stage play. So quite a little bit. So you use A and B, just the stage select, so it's other than one, and then do the same for the character one selection. Now you get to the stage play and press C to load the values. Then there's a no death mode where that's entered, where you press start at the game screen, hold XYZ on both controllers, with screen timeout. This is a bit complex, but
Yeah, it's weird. weird one.
But yeah, this one just start and then pretty good to get that going. You just have a no death mode. You can't get killed if you get hit. Then there's a skip mode, allows you to skip the level, and the indication you got it right is right there with the little skip. Got a pause mode here, which allows you to frame forward and pause it. So there's quite a lot about this article to talk about, and more in-depth stuff to talk about. But there's a lot of codes, and you can read the article a little bit more up and go into the different codes.
Yeah, they're all involved. I mean, it's super cool that you found all this new stuff in Gunbird.
I lost everybody.
Hmm?
Did everybody like the chat die or something, or?
No, I think he just means that you got too into the weeds with it. I don't know.
Yeah, there's just a lot of, like I said, there's quite a lot of it. So there's a lot of stuff with this code. So
you started speaking in Matrix, Pat. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Sorry, when I get technical, when I get technical, it gets kind of crazy. But yeah, there's so many different modes you could try out. Like there's quite a bit with this. Usually a lot.
Which one do you like the most here? Because you like Gunbird. Which code that he found do you think is coolest?
I like the level select code, and the skip mode, the frame advance mode's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So there's quite a lot.
It's nice having the invincibility mode, so you can just kind of like enjoy the game and see all it has to offer you. If you're bad at shmups, which 99% of people are.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of it. Sorry, I'm hearing like screaming from the other room, so that's why I get kind of like confused, but it's just the TV. Okay? Oh, my roommate's watching. My roommate's watching.
Somebody's getting murdered in the next room.
A normal person would go and check that out, Pat.
No, I know what it is. It's just the Summer Games Fest. It's nobody getting murdered important. It's just somebody dying in a game or something.
Okay.
I started yelling from the other
Pat's room with a shotgun.
It's cool. If I die, I die.
No country for old men.
There's big news.
Call it.
Resident Evil 9.
Somebody getting murdered or Summer Games Fest. Call it. Oh, that's cool. Resident Evil 9 announced. That's sweet.
Still no code Veronica remake.
Thank you for checking all this stuff out, Bo, and writing up.
Bo needs to check out Mobile Light Force.
Yeah, that's the better version of it. Check out.
No, I think he did. I think he did.
You think he did?
About,
Darn it!
He posted about it on his X account, I believe.
Oh no, that's cool. Yeah.
So yeah, I think he does have codes, and maybe also on his Rings of Saturn blog on Substack. I think he's got Mobile Light Force on there.
Yeah, I'm making Resident Evil 9 for Saturn.
Poor man's Charlie's Angels cover.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the game whatsoever.
Nothing to do with the game. In fact, you wouldn't even tell that it was a shmup from that cover. Oh man, this next one, Tactics Formula. This is one I've been meaning to play for a while.
Did you want to talk about it, Dave?
You?
Sure, I'll read it off. A late 1997 Japan-only release, Tactics Formula is a self-described tactical board game. It's a racing game, but rather than controlling your vehicle in real time, you select moves in a timed, successive turn-based fashion before watching the results unfold in a top-down view. Very similar to like Gotha, or people would know it as Heir of Zendor, that kind of thing. Almost like a chessboard, and you kind of make your moves, and then you press play, and it has all the moves played out. Take the track conditions, weather, vehicle specifications, and your opponents into account as you plan your moves. Excellent presentation, multiple cars, teams, and tracks, and frenetic gameplay make this a great little racing sim, though the language barrier is strong. Which I was surprised when he said the language barrier is strong, because I even watched a Let's Play of this, and a lot of it is in English.
Yeah, I mean, even these screenshots he's showing, a lot of it's in English, so I don't know why he said that either.
Yeah, the bit of Japanese that I did see, there's a lot of loan words, a lot of katakana, and just like simple words that I already know. So like, this is definitely one that I'm gonna check out, because I don't know, it's kind of interesting.
There's probably a lot of stuff in the weeds that are in Japanese, like maybe some of the menuing and some of the more advanced option might be in Japanese, because it looks like it's just like. It looks like it's like the base stuff is like in English and stuff. So
it may also be that there's a lot of technical terms that end up being in Japanese, like related directly to like F1 racing, and that sometimes is like you don't know what even if you look it up, it's like some really weird niche word relating to a specific topic. So yeah.
But I mean, Peter doesn't know any Japanese at all, so maybe he just thinks he's like missing out a lot on the Japanese that's here or there in these screens. Even though, like, if you know katakana, then you know, like this one screen says course condition, and the next one it says in English dry. It's like no, really you get the information anyway. But yeah, maybe there's some other parts to it that are more dense in Japanese that makes it a little more difficult to play. Who knows? I haven't tried this out. I knew about this game, but I've never checked it out.
It's really unique looking. I really think I'd like to try it out too, just because I like the race sim. It's kind of different from the typical you raced it like yourself. It's like a sim racing game, like you're a manager, which is kind of cool.
That's like this. I played a board game like this called Formula Day. And that's a board game that it's like this, where you choose your moves for your car to like make your way around the track, try to go around other players on the track. I played it with like 8 people or something. Like it was pretty wild, but it was fun. So it's kind of cool that they made like a video game of the board game, essentially. I don't know if that was a coincidence or not, but what's up, Dave?
I don't know if Double Dime or Gregory are listening to this, but this might be a perfect game for a community challenge because emulation, right? It doesn't matter. It's not like, real time, right? So like that's not going to be like you could actually have the people that are doing emulation play in the same category because it doesn't matter, right? And then also like it might be an interesting game to play for a community challenge and get more people into, because that's the whole point of the community challenge, is to bring more people's awareness to like games that didn't get a lot of notoriety. T's Music is on this too, so it has a cool soundtrack too, because T's Music, we're known for like doing a lot of cool stuff.
You know, hear something funny.
Music.
Yeah, they did Bulk Slash.
You know something funny? Speaking of the community challenge, I actually really wanted to play Young Rhythm on the stream for it, but because there were so many back-to-back releases that last month, I wasn't able to, because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna use one of these things and play the community challenge and actually engage. But it's like, okay, it's like back-to-back. Okay, the Dungeons and Dragons dropped, the Puyo Puyo Dungeon dropped, the Outrigger thing dropped, and it's like, oh gosh, so I had no time to play any of them just because it was every single week there was a fan translation out. I'm like, oh god. Or a new thing. Funny. So that's really funny. So hopefully if they do that, I can actually play it on the stream and there won't be 5 translations, because like, to be honest, the fan translations and stuff are trumped over like doing that, just because it's like the breaking thing. But I'm hoping that once I hope it slows down for the next one, I can actually try it out and try the community challenge. So this would be a fun one to try out for sure.
Here's a question. Sega guys, you guys know this game? Have any thoughts on this game? Did it come out of left field for you?
Never heard of it before in my life, but looking at the screenshots of it, I mean, as I was saying, see that little kind of first, not the one after the title screen, see little kind of blue dots and like lines? I take it that's the moves. If it's like a kind of board game, that's the kind of previous moves that they've done.
It's like a grid, so you can go diagonally, you can go straight, and it's really cool when you come up to a corner. You can kind of choose to cut across or stay on your path and go straight, but like eventually you do have to turn, and when you execute, like if other cars come in front of you, like you can either overtake or be overtaken. It's just really interesting how you kind of have to play everything. Like I forget whose Let's Play I watched, but it was really interesting. It is slower, gameplay wise, but again, like I really like Era of Zendor, and that's very similar. So
alrighty,
sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you, James. You were making a point and I talked over you.
No, that's what I was going to say. Just those like kind of blue dots on the track. Is that the kind of previous moves that someone's already taken, or is that like the moves available to them? So interesting concept. Yeah, because like you would never associate like F1 with a board game, well, except for Scale Electric. If you remember Scale Electric, the tracks used to clip them together and then plug them into the wall and the wee controllers to make the cars go around the track. But no, certainly a game based on a board game take on F1. Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you've ever played it. I used to have this toy that came down from my grandpa's garage, and it was basically like a football game where all the it like vibrated and all the players just kind of randomly went across the field. Do you guys know, are you guys familiar with that? It's like
It's like
a little table, and it has a motor underneath, and you plug it into the wall, and you put all the little football players on there, and then you just turn it on, and
Jesus,
they just vibrate like into different
I think I went to a
positions,
bar that had that.
Yeah, so like it's there's like a randomness to it. This is obviously more strategic. You know, there's so many different variables that you can kind of control, fuel management and aerodynamics and grip and all that stuff. But I mean, to a degree, when you press play, you kind of are watching it unfold. You know, and you're just hoping you made the best choices in terms of like placement. So it's interesting.
All right, so we probably want to move on to our last article, which is the art festival to include Saturn homebrew game Red Moon Lost Days. So did you want to talk about this, Dan? This is really cool. I'm glad that the game's getting more recognition because it's a lot of fun, and the person that did it is a really cool person.
Yeah, so we at SHIRO already know that Saturn games are art, but now an art festival agrees with us, because Red Moon Lost Days, which is the first commercial Sega Saturn homebrew game, has been accepted into the 9th ECRA Festival of Cinema and Experimental Art. The festival is a respected Brazilian experimental art and cinema event that is heading into its 9th year. Although it focuses on films, this marks the 5th time that the festival has opened its submissions to games. According to the website, it typically receives about 1,000 submissions across films and games, and it only selects 80. So it is pretty special to get selected for this thing. Sansagolo is the person who programmed and wrote the script for Red Moon Lost Days, which is a Saturn homebrew visual novel RPG hybrid that came out in 2023. And you may remember it did get entered into the Sega Extreme 29th anniversary Sega Saturn game competition.
It got entered to a couple of them, I think. There's like the 20th and 29th.
Like an early version of it was in the 28th, and then the finished version was in the 29th, and it got 4th place for that. Sansagolo applied to enter the ECRA here, and he got accepted. And he was, I guess, kind of floored when they actually like wrote him back and said they were going to accept him.
Yeah, this is the most important part of that. It typically receives about 1,000 submissions across film and games, but only selects 80. So he was in the honor of being one of the 80 that was chosen. So that's a huge feat in itself. Yeah,
it is. He said that I think that because it's a festival that's used to independent cinema, the judges are more open-minded about judging my game. He said it still hasn't sunk in for me, but so far I'm very happy with this recognition. So since releasing Red Moon in 2023, he then did the first part of a prequel called Red Moon Lost Days Zero Queen's Dream, which he released last December, and that was set in the same universe.
What's going on with Dan's thing? There's like thumbs up popping up on James's thing.
I think is it because it's this bloody it's this MacBook camera. See, if you make certain faces, it does thumbs up, and I need to try and disable that because I've noticed these wee stupid bubbles popping up. I'm like,
I've been seeing that before. I saw it earlier in the show. I'm like, what the heck is that thumbs up? Is that a new YouTube feature? And I just looked at your camera and I just saw it pop up.
See?
Yeah.
You think it would?
I thought it was like a video thing. It's like, oh god, what did YouTube do this time to ruin it, even its interface?
Wait, where is it popping up? I don't see it.
On James's video.
In between Dan and I, it's a little kind of clear bubble with a white thumbs up, and it seems to be like it's random. It must be picking up like expressions or phrases or something. It's some stupid Mac OS like AI emotion, the emoticon, we want to call them.
You should do that. Do the one where it's like the emoji thing, where it's like your emoji face, and just have that as a SHIRO show.
But the thing is, I can't actually figure out how to do it. That's the thing. I'm accidentally triggering the damn thing. It's like
maybe if you do like a middle finger, it like gets an angry expression or whatever.
I'm not stooping to that level, Patrick.
Okay, well, all I'm saying is that I'm not saying we're trying to debug it, but anyways,
maybe children watching, Pat. Come on,
children watching this.
New game from Untitled Goose Game devs, called Big Walk.
That's
nice,
cool.
Sweet.
So, continuing on with the story here about Red Moon, since making Red Moon Lost Days, he did the prequel Red Moon Lost Days 0, and now he is working on a game for the PC set in the same universe called Alette Nightfall, or Alette, not sure how to pronounce it, probably Alette Nightfall. And Sansgola told me this recognition of Red Moon, having been accepted into the ECRA festival, was the last straw for me to realize that I really managed to make a good game project. All of this came at the same time that I was creatively blocked in the development of Alette Nightfall, my computer game. Being accepted at this festival helped motivate me to continue the project.
That's amazing.
So that's really cool. That it's really made him like feel better, feel like accomplished, even more.
You should be accomplished regardless. Like making a game
already
is a feat in itself. Like a lot of people don't even get that far. Like the fact that he's made not only one, but there it is. Not only one, but not two, but 3 games for the Sega Saturn is a feat in itself that should be
and the
recognized and
storytelling
appreciated.
has gotten better and better. Like there was the Lighthouse of Sao
Benente.
Odeste, and then there was the City Bodokaiba, which was really cool. And like the storytelling has gotten like thicker and thicker, like more dense and just more details. And his game development has gotten better too, because he's added like other modes of play. There it is. Thumbs up.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's just a trigger to thumbs up our video, everybody. Give us a thumbs up.
Hey, thumbs up. Maybe when
YouTube
you say
likes
thumbs up
our show.
Here, save thumbs up, James.
It seems to be whenever I do it like that for full arms. It seems
it's whenever
to be like
you smile or something like that. Yeah. Oh,
just infectious,
James,
mate. That sort of.
Yeah, because when James folds his arms, his thumb, it looks like he's doing thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Watch, fold your arms again.
Like a performing.
I mean, you're a performer.
You put your thumb up there. And I think it's like it's seeing that, and it's probably going like thumbs up.
I don't know, mate.
I don't know. That's so funny.
It just has a
People
mind
who
of
are
its
watching
own.
this as a podcast are like, now I got to go watch the video.
Yeah, really. Sorry, podcast people. This is
timestamp is 1 hour and 12 minutes. So if you want to watch it, 1 hour, 12 minutes and 50
You're like, I have
seconds.
to see what's going on here.
Yeah. So just to wrap it up, the ECRA festival will run July 3rd to July 27th at the, I'm going to try to pronounce this because I don't know Portuguese, Cinemateca do Museu de Arte Moderna Film Archive, which is in Rio de Janeiro. And the expected attendance, according to the website, is 12,000 based on previous festivals. So
make sure you get this lemonade while you're there.
Check out Red Moon. If you're from Portugal and you check it out and you live near Rio de Janeiro and you go there, let us know how it is. Take some pictures. It should
Say
be
hi
cool.
to this man.
Yeah, say hi to that dude.
Like these people in the background. That dude on
you
his
just
phone.
confused me. If you're from Portugal but you're in Brazil, or what?
Not Portugal, I'm sorry, Brazil.
If you're in Brazil and you're in Portugal, you should go
Brazil.
there. If you're in Brazil, fly to Portugal.
From Portugal, fly to Brazil. You'll be able to speak the language.
You're still welcome if you're not Portuguese.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's funny though.
Been a long
it's
show.
okay.
Anyway, so that's what I've got on Red Moon. So congrats, Sansagolo and the entire Neuromage team for getting Red Moon into a festival. That's super cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Deserved.
Alrighty, I think that is it for our news. Did we have anything else that you want to mention before we wrap it up? Besides
I don't think
going
so.
to Patrons and stuff, sorry.
Yeah, it's Patreon time.
Alrighty.
You want me to read those off?
Yeah, if you could.
Sure. A Murder of Crows, Cerulean, Chris Piper, Daniel Fredrickson, Derek Pascarella, A-Team, Emerald Nova, Evo42, Fat Drunk Friend Otaku, Gem Clash or Rank, Johannes Fetz, Lion Wing Publishing, Memphis, Normal Guy, Nutrageous, Orlando Guy, Paul Bort, Robert Ramsey, Rowan Dinked, Sega Steve, Stoneman, the Sega guys. Who are those guys? Young Money
Some guys
Sweet.
that are Sega.
All support us at the $10 and up level, and we really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you for making the magic happen. And to everyone else that supports us at any level, we appreciate you too. And your name will be listed in the credits after the show. And please don't forget to join our Discord. It's free, and you don't have to support us at any level other than just to be.
Yeah, just join our Discord and hang out.
Be
like, say hi. Like,
bring some beer.
Yeah, bring some beer for James and me.
Yeah, no, I'm jealous. James is already drinking, man.
Isn't it like 9? And is it late at night for you, James?
It's
or is it
5 o'clock somewhere.
Like midnight.
Technically, this is worrying because it's actually like 20 past midnight here. So technically, I'm drinking in the morning. So that's a bad sign.
There you go.
I mean, that's a typical thing. So that's all good. Okay, well, I thought it was like 9 in the a.m. I was like, dang, James is starting off early.
Where do you think I stay? Find Scotland on a map, man. Come on.
It's not in Russia.
I'm used to talking to him in the mornings when we go on the Sega Guys podcast.
It's 9 a.m. where I stay. Today I drink beer and go on SHIRO show.
Wait, where's your tracksuit?
Yeah.
You're a Slav. You should have a tracksuit.
Bring my dogs to see you. Yeah, bring my dogs. They don't like you very much.
I think I was on your podcast. I think I made the joke that's the typical thing. The Slavs every Christmas they get, or when they reach of age, they get their own tracksuit. Or is it like a sweater or something for the UK people in the UK? Like a sweater
I remember
vest.
that one part. Yep.
I can't remember.
Speaking
I think
of Russia,
yeah.
Dan, you had some legit boards
again
the day. I was like,
the chat agrees
over here.
Yeah. Bunny made borscht just the way her Ukrainian grandmother used to. So yeah, it's awesome. It's good stuff.
Alrighty,
so Dave. I guess that's our show. Be sure to check out our Patreon if you'd like to support us, or at least join our Discord, or check out the Sega Guys Patreon as well and support them.
go support them. Their Patreon or their membership. They do membership. And it's really cool.
YouTube membership. Also, we've got cool T-shirts on our Teespring, which we have links below the video here to that.
Alrighty then. So with that,
an update on that. Actually, I did hear back from Aerial Aces. He's selected several designs that he's going to go forward with, and he's just shipping me some samples to make sure that the quality is good and everything like that. But yeah, soon we should have a consolidated shop, merch shop. Thanks care of Aerial Aces, and I'm hoping that we can just shut down everything else and just have one shop that people, what I mean. Maybe we should keep the thread list just so that we can do our one-off shirts, for competitions and stuff.
I wonder if we talk to him, see if he'd be willing. Yeah, if he's willing to put up.
Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like that's the thing is he's got. I'll talk to him about that and see like what are the possibilities there. But it sounds like he has a setup, like he has to set each design up like to a degree, so that it might be not easy to just do one-offs.
Too much work.
Yeah. Whereas like Threadless is just,
Sorry, Dan, is your Sega Guys shirt arrived yet for Teespring?
I don't think he ever got it. No,
they never shipped it. I bought it more than 5 months ago, or almost.
Hopefully
5 months
you charged
ago.
it back or something.
Not yet. No, because I kept emailing them saying, because I want a Sega Guys shirt. So I kept emailing them. I haven't emailed them in a while, but like I kept emailing them saying, hey, where's my T-shirt?
Because like I want to get one too, but I don't want to. I want to buy it and have to wait 5 months and never get it.
I think the best way to do it is just we use for the ones that we've got, we used a company in the UK, but they do ship internationally, so it might just be a case of like for you guys, just basically we'll order one for you and just square us up, whatever. But we'll get you sorted, Dan. That's not acceptable. That's bullshit.
Okay, that would be good. I'd appreciate that. I'd like some help. Getting us a T-shirt.
I wonder if that's a Teespring thing, because like I don't have a lot of experience with Teespring.
Somebody shoplifted it.
We have a shop there, and I don't even know if like our orders have been fulfilled. Now that you're making, now I'm like, okay, maybe I need to go.
Are you sure?
See, like,
are you sure that somebody didn't porch pirate it and they like stole it off your porch?
No, it never told me that it was being shipped at all, because they have like there's like a little page you can look at with updates.
Oh, that's weird.
It still says in production. Like, how long does it take to make a T-shirt? Come on.
Apparently a long time. Apparently 5 months.
They're growing the sheep to shear it and then make the cotton to make the T-shirt.
But anyways, we'll
print it 1 pixel at a time on the logo. There we go.
Yeah,
exactly.
One pixel at a time.
No.
So what are you guys doing tonight? Are we streaming, Pat?
No, I actually can't tonight because I'm going to a convention. I'm going to a hotel. I'm going to Phoenix Fan Fusion. So if you're
have fun.
If you're in Arizona and you're going to Phoenix Fan Fusion, you want to see me there, send me a DM on Discord, or I guess just message the channel or something.
You dressing up?
I'm sure we are on Twitter or something, or I guess Twitter or Blue Sky or Facebook, or just send a carrier pigeon. But I'll be there. I don't think I'm going to stream the floor again. I don't really.
Are you going to cosplay or anything?
No, I'm not sure. I did it at the last convention I did. I went to the Ontario convention and I did that, but it's Arizona. I don't really want to wear a giant suit in the middle of summer.
True.
Understandable.
But,
all right. Well, I guess that's it for the show then, huh?
Thank you guys for watching. And remember, you must play Sega Saturn.
Sega Saturn.
You must.
See you on the Sega side.
Stole my line, man.
I stole your line. I'm sorry.